thing to hope for. So, okay, we swapped sides. KKG is now in fabrication time, and over down there in Drone Bay we have CiB. We just stole that quick game out.
All right, so we'll see if they do anything interesting here, like doing a faster look. It doesn't look like they're going to play it safe, do a 2-2-1 split, sending Striker down through Hydro by himself. Meanwhile, the Skulks are going to be mainly pushing towards launch control and leaving mainly Monorail by itself. So it looks like that's probably going to be the direction that they want to take as Hive. Oh man, they got Striker going against 3 Skulks here and a Drifter in Hydro. It's going to be a tough task for him. At the same time, we got a 2-2 battle over here between Sam and Adaculus versus Rax and Baconlicious.
Striker doing a nice bit of damage to that 3-man Skulk team right here. And back over there in Gravity Control, we're going to have an ambush setting up here. Baconlicious getting bit down by Adaculus. Rax managing to stop that pressure. However, Gravity Control is now under attack. Looks like a spawner is going to go fix that up. And meanwhile, we have that 3-man Skulk team that we were talking about over there in Depot, kind of splitting off. One going into water treatment, while 2 power down obs. That's Datic deciding to pull off.
Yeah, it looks like we're probably going to lose both these Extractor here. Sam's going to not probably be taken out before that goes down, and we're going to lose Observation as well. 1 Skulk Static just hanging out over the door, ready for when the Marines come back, which it looks like Kaji's doing, and he's going to just ambush them right there.
Oh, Kaji, look out! He's on your 6! Ooh, and a really painful start for the Marine team here. They just lost both of their natural expansions before they even bothered to pay themselves off. So it's a great start for the Alien side right now.
Right, Alien's doing an excellent job so far, putting the pressure on Sam. Some great ambushes. Tequila going to be alone against Static and Zeke here. Trying to take out both of them here, and Med just a little bit too late. Extractor not even finished. That should be recycled just so they get some sort of res back from there. Meanwhile, Adaculus coming from behind Baconlicious and Striker, and also being flanked by Rusty here. So they're kind of getting a little bit of a pinch. Adaculus attacking, probably pulling him out of position. And then Static and Zeke taking him down that Extractor that was never recycled. And Rex trying to do what he can to save it. A little too late.
Man, so this whole starting is so painful to watch for a Marine team. They lost both natural expansions, lost a 3rd one that never got finished in Monorail. They are in a super painful position because they've lost all of their starting resources just on trying to reestablish some money here. Looks like in Monorail we might have a small Marine victory coming up. Zeke is at 25% HP and falling. Maybe a small pick.
Almost makes it out. So yeah, we've lost 3 Marine Extractors so far to the Alien 0. Got kind of redundant Drifters here in Hydroanalysis, but definitely see Tequila making a movement over towards Plaza by himself. And there's going to be another one over here in Silo seeing the other Marines move up. So the Aliens, they're going to go from behind and just flank Tequila, make sure that he doesn't do any damage. And then the other side here, got Welkin and Static versus just Kaji, who's already hurt a little bit. Tequila getting some meds. See if he can take out Adaculus here, but no, Sam takes him from behind.
Meanwhile, that energy flow flight starts to kick itself off. Kaji and Rax over here fighting up against a Gorge, Static, Zeke. A little bit of reinforcement from Sam here. This is not the kind of fight that these Marines look like they should win here. If these Aliens can just kind of play it right, they got this one easily in the bag. Oh, look at that, a flank plate coming up.
Yeah, Zeke and Static moving from behind here in Waste. Looks like Rax might be able to spot it here. Kaji and Rax decided to go the other way, gonna run right into this ambush.
We need to be real careful. Here it comes. This brings up 4 life forms swarming both Marines. A really quick cleanup. But on the other end of the map at Plaza, it looks like we finally got some pressure making it through to the Alien side over here. Edet getting picked off and quite an easy shot. So if these Marines can actually hammer this down, they should be able to finally claim one little victory here.
Yeah, I do think they should have time for this. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, only a couple more bullets here, 10%. That's going to go down. So that's a good victory here for the Marines. Losing a lot still behind this, though. They lost, I believe they lost Gravity again. Monorail getting hit, and it's not really in position. Static getting ready to ambush Kaji over here in Observation, and he's going to be able to start on that Extractor as well. So Alien's doing a really good job at just hitting the backfield of the Marines here.
Oh, and it looks like that 2-man team's going to get cleaned up by so many life forms just swarming them. Baconlicious and Striker not standing a chance there.
Kind of a late start here in Carapace Shell. I mean, Aliens still have a lot of resources here, and it's just now getting complete at close to 5 minutes into the game. Probably could have been done a lot sooner, but I believe the commander may have been out of the chair and not nearby to do so. Marines, on the other hand, have mines and only phase tech finished. Getting a phase gate over here and launch control, and already have one in base to hook up here.
That's probably a really smart play because they need to gain some ground here. It's been so painful trying to get out of their base and move about the area. And launch control, I would argue, is probably the best hive in this map for this kind of spawn setup. And now that they got this phase gate here, it gives them a nice block on like forcing the aliens to have to go to monorail or try to get a PG down.
And we've got all the aliens on the south side of the map now, so we're probably going to lose Plaza again. We've got Sam facing off again, Sam Rusty facing off against Baconlicious. Baconlicious just goes down against the lurk over there. And we have 3 Marines just powering down Plaza. Now, the smart move would be either to just rush for the upgrade in the base or to go for energy, but not really sure what they're going to do here. Looks like they're going to go for base and try and take out something there.
I'm kind of surprised the aliens didn't try to go for a base rush. You got 3 Marines over in the north end of the map. Everybody's pretty far away from a phase gate, and they got 3 skulks down there. They could overwhelm these guys.
Kaji again going to get ambushed here.
Oh, you got to check those corners. Oh, but Carapace
held down
behind this.
Well... Oh, but we got a beacon going on. It's actually really good that they moved in to get that beacon off because they had 3 Marines in their main base with no one there to defend, and they could have easily just egg blocked them. So good call to move in. I mean, they do lose a Daculus, but he was just a skulk, and it pulls them so far away from everything. And the Marines right now only have 2 extractors, while aliens are moving from 2 to 4.
Yeah, that was a big win for the Marines because they got the Carapace Shield, they got Plaza RT down. And they definitely need that kind of momentum to carry them back into this game. They can't forget about the energy flow, hydro, and monorail harvesters that are getting dropped, though. They got to make sure they keep those under wraps. Not letting those aliens get too far ahead on the res game.
So Gore Channel's finished, got the Carapace back up. It looks like they're probably just going to concede launch for now and try and take monorail. Already have it assisted up and taken. That's probably going to die, but that's not too much of a hit to them because they're still going to be on 4 harvesters if you include hydro analysis. Meanwhile, the Marines are struggling just to stay on 3 here.
I think as long as they keep dealing these nice little setbacks that they're getting, they can get themselves back in this game. They have to stay on top of the RT game. Look at this one Marine going into shipping solo. Looks like nothing might spot him. Oh, Sam the Lurk coming in on Kaji. Yeah, it gets cleaned up pretty easily.
We've got another lurk over here. Daculus also a lurk, so we've got 2 lurks here. Baconlicious and Tequila doing what they can to try and take down Plaza again, and Daculus trying to fend them off by himself.
And at the same time, we have double pressure going on with 2 Marines over here and energy flow, a lurk and skulk again over on this side of the map too.
Static doing a great job at dodging, missing most of the Marines missing most of their bullets against him there. And Daculus finally cleaning up Plaza, and it looks like all that pressure that the Marines had going is now kind of just subdued. So the extractor is still low, 62% on energy flow and about a third left on Plaza. So if the Marines make a move back there, they can hit it again. Aliens redropping mono, and that should be up shortly here. Hydro now is pumping away.
All that res flow on the alien side is really going to start helping them out. Like, just propel their economy with overdrive and do fades and all those scary life forms that we saw in the other game that we played earlier. When you just can't manage to keep the alien RTs down, all their life forms blow up on you, right in your face. We got no armor, and it's going to be painful to watch as it keeps going, at the rate of it's going downhill. The Marine team.
So a small victory over here in Satellite Relay. Going to try and push back over to the right side and get observation set up. Aliens still aren't on a second hive yet. I mean, Marines aren't out of this. If they can somehow get over to the right side, they can get a phase gate over in mono. They'll force aliens into hydro, and that's not really where you want to be since it's so easy to arc that hive. So the Marines can still stay in this game, but they need to make sure that they delay or kill the second hive. And we got a Gore Channel up to water treatment from fabrication. So a little bit of an out there for aliens, since it's hard to get out through Plaza or energy flow all the time, because there's usually Marines hitting there. Give them a chance to hit in the backfield easier. Kaji just getting killed over here in gravity, while the Marines pressure again into Plaza.
Sam making a dive here against a shotgun. If this shotgun can nail one big shot, Sam would go down. Can he make the big play? The meds are still coming in. Sam being forced to retreat into the club, but there isn't really a way out of that room too easily, but looks like he's going to slip out through receiving. No Marines in position to get a pinch.
That was really risky there because, I mean, if Rax had just landed a couple more pellets from his shotgun, he would have gone down. Hive now dropped in hydro analysis. So, let's see here. Almost 10-minute hive. Should be done here in a couple of minutes. See if the Marines are able to recognize this and do any sort of sit-up to hit this. They've got no upgrades still. We're already on fades. Rusty's up as a fade, and we're going to see more, I'm sure, here to follow. And Marines are any upgrades, not even in progress. No armor 1, no weapons 1, and just struggling to hold what they have.
Yeah, I think this game is just going to start getting out of control. Without armor 1, killing fades is so painful. And they've already spent a lot of their money on some shotguns. Shotguns are already starting to go down. Tequila and Rax only at the 18 res mark. While Baconlicious and Kaji are the ones who are going to be sitting comfortably for a little bit longer. But with these fades up, all these Marines are going to get two-shotted. Still no start on armor. They have to wait one more tick because it costs 20 since a patch. Oh, there it goes. It's coming up, but it might be too little too late. Rusty is just ripping apart these Marines as he runs into him. He's over in gravity control right now. Another fade is over there in observation, doing some painful damage to whoever tries to crawl out of the base.
So Plaza going down again, but I mean, there's only so much that this can really accomplish at this moment. I mean, the aliens are still in 4 harvesters, which is even more than the Marines 3, and it's not a position you want to be in as a Marine. So with that down, I mean, it helps, but I think that's going to be too difficult for the Marines to get back into this game here. The phase gate over and launch control is going to get swarmed here in a moment, and it's really fragile. Mine's already down. Tequila going down. It's going to be a feed gate over here.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say this game's probably over with. There's just no physical way that these Marines can come back, especially with all the fades blowing up now, and the hive's going to be finished. They got harvesters everywhere. It doesn't matter what they kill, and there's your GG.
There's the GG.
There's the GG. I'm going to be looking for our match that we actually signed up for. I'm glad this didn't take too long, but if KKG didn't try that big play at the start, they might have been able to pull off a 2-0 win here, because they looked like they had their alien game locked down. But that big play at the start here, trying to relocate, just didn't work out for them.
I think the relocate was perfectly fine in that first game, but I mean, what happened is that they just left no one there. And so when they left no one there, it left it open for one skulk to down the IP. The rest of the skulks came through when they swarmed the first chair down, and there was just no way to defend that. So I think they got a little aggressive when they should have just, had at least one person stay nearby to kind of stop any sort of rush to their